So we have done this with so I said about this. So yesterday, so we have seen how to perform or how to communicate with the database we have seen. Yeah, this is what we have seen. So let me tell you one simple application where we'll try to perform all CRUD operations. Okay. So let me tell you this. So already I developed this application, but it is not there here. So I'll try to explain you. Already I developed one application. So let me tell you how to develop a simple application where we'll try to perform all CRUD operations. Like I want to explain you how to insert data, how to update data, and how to delete the data. So let me create another project. So create another project here. So I'll try to create. So I'll try to create. So another project as a project 3. Okay. Yesterday's notes I'll send today. Yeah, I forgot. Today I'll send it. Okay. So in this project, okay. So this is your project structure. In this project anyway, I'm creating first templates. Now this project is a simple like inventory management. So this is a simple project where inventory management. Inventory management means what you're trying to do is inventory management. So inventory is like related with the products. Okay. So what you're trying to do is you have one model called products. Okay. And this is a model. You develop one model called product. And on this model, you'll try to perform certain operations. Inventory is nothing but when product comes, you try to add it. That is nothing but add product. You try to add the product. You try to update the details of the product. Okay. And you try to, okay, read the product. You try to read the product and you try to delete. You try to read the product and then you're trying to delete product, delete the product, and you try to list all products. You try to list all products. Now this is simple application. And what is your application is some inventory management. Your application is what here? Inventory management. And here I'm using only one model. And what is the model I'm using is product. And you're adding it, updating, reading one product, deleting product, and listing all the products. Now these are the things what you're trying to do it. So let us see how to develop this simple. But in this, we are seeing all the crude operations, like how to add a record in the model, how to update it, how to delete it, and how to list and how to read. So this is what we are developing it. And in this, we require some templates. Okay. So what we required is some templates we required. Okay. Okay. First, what we'll do is we'll try to develop I developed already this. Okay. It is not there here. So I'll check in my mobile it is there or not. Okay. So, okay. So here I'm trying to develop. This is already I developed. So I just try to explain, but I'll try to write the code. So first what I'm doing is I'm creating a model in the project folder only. So this is models.py. So here I created one model. Yes. Online students. Can you hear my voice right? Online students. Online students. Is it my voice is clear, right? Okay. So first what I'm doing is I'm trying to create. So I try to create a model, and you are trying to create a model by using model class. So what is the name of this class is SQL Alchemy. Okay, this is your class name. Okay, right? So once it is done, so what is the name of the class is SQL Alchemy. And after that, first you create the database. So your database is communicating. It means you communicate with the database by using ORM. And what is that ORM is SQL Alchemy. But here configuration is not done. But configuration will try to do within the application. But in the model, you just create only DB. Okay, in the model, you are trying to define only DB, but configuration, you try to do it within the application. So what is DB represent? Your database. But how you are communicating with the database? By using one ORM tool. What is that tool is? SQL Alchemy, right? So create a model class. And what is the name of the model is product DB dot. So what is the name of the class is model class. And this product is having ID. So DB dot column and define. So this column is which type? DB dot. I'm saying integer comma. I'm trying to define primary key, and primary key equal to true. So this is the ID, and name equal to DB dot column, DB dot column, and DB dot string. So here you can put a nullable. Nullable equal to what here? False. Okay, it means nullable equal to true means null is allowed. Nullable equal to false means null is not allowed. Means is it this is required field or not? Yes. So there is a ID, there is a name, and there is a price. So db dot column and db dot string, db dot string, and here also I'll say nullable equal to false. Okay. And next one is quantity. Quantity. and db dot column and db dot integer and comma some nullable equal to again false. Means all these are required fields. Okay. So this is model. So we develop a model. So this model contain, so what I'm developing, inventory management. So inventory management is like if you take any online shopping application, okay, admin will maintain what products. Okay, there will be a supplier. If you take Amazon, in Amazon you find customers as well as what suppliers. What supplier will do? He'll add the products, he'll update the products, he'll try to see the products, he'll try to delete the products, he'll try to list all the products. Okay, now this is a simple inventory management. This is simple inventory management. So you are adding the products, updating, reading the product, deleting the product, and listing all the products. These operations you are doing it, right? So after this, what you have to do is, so create an application. This is your application, application.py. Now from this, okay, Flask module, from Flask module, import. From Flask import, I'm trying to import the class called Flask, and I'm trying to import. So what is the name of that is render template. This is for rendering templates. And next one is what here? Request. So what request contain? Request parameters. So input. What request contain here? Input. Request contain input. And next one is redirecting. And next one is URL for. So these are the functions. One class is there here. What is the name of the class here? Plus. And this is for rendering template by inserting data and request contain input data. And after performing operation, you redirect to another view function by using redirect. While redirecting, you define the URL, URL for, URL for. It is used for defining dynamic URL, URL for specific view, URL for specific view. I'll tell you this URL for. Then after that, I'm saying from models, import. What is the name of the model is from models import. What is the name of the model? Product. From models import model. What is the name of the model is product. So after importing the product model, so next thing is you have to create the application. So application equal to Flask. Okay, application equal to Flask. You are creating application in the current module. How you refer to the current module? Underscore name underscore that refers to which application? Current application. Then you configure database by saying application.config. So what is the name of the, sorry, application.config. What is the name of the keys? SQL Alchemy, SQL Alchemy underscore database, database underscore URI, database underscore URI. So what is the database I'm using is SQLite, SQLite colon slash and give the database name, and database name is any name you can give. So my database name is some db dot or database one dot. I'm writing database one dot db. Okay. So if you want, you can give the name as a some other name, no problem. But here I said database one. But in this database one, it will create one model. And what is the name of the model is created? Product. The name of the model is created is product. So SQLite 3. Then after that, application.config. So you have to define debugging mode. Okay, do the changes. You are trying to write SQL Alchemy. What is the name of the environment? I mean, what is the name of the variable or key? So these are predefined variables. Okay, tracker. Okay, track modifications. So track modifications. So this is the name of the variable, and I don't want to keep track any modifications. Then I said here what? False. Hmm. Okay, then what you are trying to do is you are trying to initialize now product comma db also. There is one variable. In models, there is object. DB is object of which type? SQL Alchemy, right? So you should configure this DB or not. Yes. Then you are saying DB dot. You can use one method to initialize DB dot means you are initializing the database using the configuration defined in what application. You are configuring database using configuration details defined in what application. For that, you are trying to use one method. DB is provided one method. Yesterday also we have seen one method. Now you can also use one method. What is the name of the method is init underscore what here app. So it means you are initializing the app. Init underscore app means you are initializing the database. You are initializing the database using configuration settings of which one? Application. What is your application is? App. What is your application is? App. That is called db dot init underscore app. Right? So initialize the application. You are initializing the database by using the configuration settings of which one? Application. You are initializing the database by using configuration settings of what? Application. Right? Where your database is there in this application details. Right? Then you have to create tables. You have to create model. But here you don't do any configuration. You just write with app dot application underscore what? Context. With the application context, okay, you are saying db dot, what is the name of this? Create all. Yesterday we have seen this. So what this will do, create, what it will create? Database. What it will create? Database. And within the database, it will create model. So what is the name of the model it will create? Product. It will create database and it will create model. Create database and create model. But this you run how many times? Only one time. This you generally run. How many times you run this? Only one time. Okay, right? So now what I'll do is, so here all this we are not using it. Now can I run the program now? I'm saying Python application 1.py. So I save the changes. Python application 1.py. Okay. So if I run this, now it is said app1 app. Oh, sorry, app, right? So what is your application name is app.py. Now you can see your database is created. What is your name of the database? Database one. And in this database, which table is created? Product table. So database is created and inside the database, which one is created? Table also created. Okay, right? So once the table is created, now next you try to perform certain operations. Okay. So what operations you perform? Okay. What operations you perform? You perform the operations like adding the product, deleting the product, updating the product, getting one product, and viewing all the products. Okay. So first, what I'm developing is I'm developing one view, and what is the name of this view is okay. We'll develop first which view? We'll develop the name of the view is index. So this index is nothing but home. This index is nothing but what here? Home. At the rate application dot route. Okay, this is nothing but slash. So this is an index, and here I'm saying response equal to render template. And what is the name of the template you want to render? Define that index.html. But all the templates should be there inside which folder? Templates folder. All the templates should be there in which folder? Templates folder. And what is the name of the template you are rendering? Index.html. So in index.html, okay, in index.html, so I'll try to put one navigation. Okay, so go to the templates. In the templates, okay, I'm creating one template. And what is the template is index.html. Okay, so this is index.html. And here, what will I do is now this is index.html, and this index.html, yeah. So in index.html, I'll try to create one navigation. Yeah, I want to create one navigation here, navigation bar. So where I want to create one navigation bar, and here I want to put two things. One is what do you call it as add product, and second one is what here list products. Okay, one is add products, and second one is list products. Two are there. One is add, and one more is what list. Okay. Now this is one navigation which I want to create. One is add product, and second one is what list product. So this is for adding details, and this is for listing all the details, right? So this is what I want to do it. Okay. So one is add product, and one more is a list. So we'll try to for this we'll try to use. I'm trying to use Bootstrap. You know Bootstrap. Bootstrap. What is Bootstrap? CSS library. Bootstrap is what? CSS library. Okay. Now in header, I'm trying to include link CSS link. And this is JavaScript. So then what I'm doing is I try to create a So navigation, I tried to use which one? Navigation bar. So I want like this, some simple navigation. Okay. Now here you put a brand and all the things. But I'll take a simple navigation, but I don't want this many. So I just copy this navigation, but I don't want all this. So here, so this is a brand here. Okay. So what is the first one is home. In the place of home, so navigation. So I don't want brand. I remove that. Okay. See, this is, I'm using a predefined. So this is home, right? In the place of home, I'm just writing what I'm writing, add products. This is add product in the place of home. And this navigation link is active by default and link is not defined. And second one is, so second one is, what is the second one? List products. This is what here list products, but I don't want remaining. So remaining, I'll try to remove it. So here you have a form and this form also I'm removing it. Okay. So this is the inbuilt. I use inbuilt navigation. You can verify this, open in live server. Just see in the live server, add product, list of products. So you have two things. One is add product and one more is what? List products. Okay. So two things are there. One is add product and one more is a list of products. Okay. If I click on add product, I should get a table where it should, where you have to input which details, product details and add it. When you click on add it, then after adding the product details, then it should list. After adding the product details, you click on which button? List of products. Then it should list all the products. It should list all the products with edit, delete. It should list all the products with edit and what is that? Delete. So edit means where you can modify the product details. Delete means where you can delete the product. Okay. So let us see this. First, see here you have two options. One is add product and one more is list product. Add and list product. So which one is active currently in add? You can remove this active. This active you can remove. If you remove this active, both will look same. You can see add product and list product. If you want, you can change the background color of navigation bar. Okay. So, okay. Now, when you click on this, when you click on this add product, yeah, when you click on this add product, so here you have add product, right? So when you click on this add product, then you have to send the request. See here, application one is rendering which template? Application one is rendering which template? Is rendering which template? Index.html. Create, run the application. If underscore underscore name, if underscore underscore name equal to what? Main. Underscore underscore name equal to main. So if the name equal to main, then you are saying application dot run. So debug equal to true. Okay, run the server means run the application, run the application. 1 minute here, 1 minute. Okay, so admin is there, Swarup admin. Yes, you are there in, yes. Yeah, okay, right. So now I run the program, I run the application. So how to run the application? You try to say Python application dot py. I said here Python application dot py. So your application is run. Now if I click on this directly, array, where is your index dot? Not written. So written what? Response. We created response, but we have not written response. So return the response. Okay, now you refresh it. You can see add product and one more is list of products, right? Then next, what we have to do, we have to create a template. We have to create a template where we can add what? Products. We have to create a template where we can add what? Products. So this is the templates. And in the templates, create one template. What is the name of the template? Add a product template. Add a product template dot HTML. Add product template dot HTML. This is for adding what? Product. But when you click on add product, okay, when you click on add product, then it should display one form. So where you input product details and click on what? Add. When you click on add, the request should send it to what? View function. And the view function should read this data and insert into model. Insert into what? Model, right? I should receive this data and insert into model, right? So this template, I want this template should inherit. This template should inherit one more template. What template? Index.html. Inheritance. Template inheritance. Inheritance allows two things. Inheritance allows two things. One is reusability. One is reusability and one more is extensibility. One is reusability and one more is extensibility. I want navigation to be used on every page. I want that navigation should be used in every page. Every page. I want that navigation on every page. Getting on it. If I want navigation in every template, then will you write this code again and again? No, you don't write it. See, otherwise, I should write this code again and again because I want in every template navigation. If I want in every template this navigation, I have to write this code again and again. I have to write this code again and again. Getting or not? Okay. But I want this code to be used in every template without writing it. So how can you reuse one template into another template by using template inheritance? So when you are inheriting it, inheritance, okay, inheritance, allows reusability. Now, which one is reusing? Which one is reusing content? This complete code is reused. And at the same time, I want to add some new features. At the same time, I want to add some new features. Then how can I add some new features? By overriding. By what? Overriding. Overriding. How you do overriding? Suppose in Python you learn method overriding. You modify methods of base class within the derived class. Okay, you modify methods of base class within the derived class by using what method? Overriding. Now I want to implement same overriding here also. Then for that, you need to define one block. So your block is just like a method. Block is just like a method. So block, there is a block tag. And what is the name of the block you should define? So which method you want to modify? Block is just like a method. So block, and what is the name of the block is content. What is the name of the block? Content. Name of the block is what here? Content. Okay. Every block is begin with block and end with what here? End block. So begin with the block and end with the end block. So this is a block, and what is the name of the block? Content. Now I want to inherit this into which template? I want to inherit which template? Index template into which template? Add product template. I want to inherit index template into which template? Add product template. Add product template. Then how you inherit it? By using one tag. What is the name of the tag? Extends. What is the name of the tag? Extends. Extends which template? Extends which template? Index.html. Extends which template? Index.html. This is DTL tag. This is which tag? DTL tag. So inherit which template? Index.html. Then override. You define the content. How you define the content? There is a block. So which content or which block you are overriding? Content block. Means you are adding some extra, or you are adding what? Extra features. You are adding some extra features. But how you are adding some extra feature? By overriding what? Block. Overriding which one? Block. This is as simple as like this here. Array. You know Python, right? So class A, class A, there is a method called which one? M1. M1 is a method. Print hello. Okay, print hello. Okay, there is a method. What is the method? M2. So print XYZ. So there is a class A, and A is having M1 and what? M2. There is a class B, and class B derived what? A class. Now B is having how many methods? Or B is having how many methods? Two methods. That is M1, M2. Now tell me this add product template.html inherited which template? Index. Index. Okay. In index template, there is one block. Is it that block is empty or not? Yes. So that block content might be changes from one template to another. But how you are changing it? Overriding. How you are changing it? By overriding. Overriding. This is called what here? Overriding. So whichever method you want to override, modify, you just take that method and override. So which method are you modifying? M2 method. You are overriding which method? M2 method. Here you are overriding which content? Content. What is the name of the block? Content. Any name you can give. Any name you can give. But what is the name of the block I defined in index.html? Content. Now you are overriding which block? Content block. Because this content will not be the same. It changes from one template to it changes from one template to another template. Now write a form. So create a now this provides what now? Reusability. This provides what? Reusability as well as extensibility. Now create a table. Now you can use tables. You can use a table here. Bootstrap table. Bootstrap provides tables. Now which table you want, you can select the table. Okay, different tables are there with the different classes. So table primary, this is primary table. Okay, so predefine, I mean styling is already done. Just you have to use it. Okay, I try to use which table. See, there is a table light, there is a table dark, there is a table what? Warning. There is a table what? Danger. Now pink color will be there. Okay. So what I'm trying to use is table primary. Okay. So table primary, getting or not? Okay. So if you want, you can define the width. So width can be defined, or I just define table primary that is having built-in width as well as what border. It is having inbuilt width and border. So then table row, table data. Tell me, what is the first one is product ID. Then table data, input type. Input type is what? Text. Input type is a text. Input type is a text, right? And name, okay, name equal to what here? ID. Then table row, table column. What is the next one is product name. So this is your form or not? Yes. So this is the beginning of the form and this is end of the form. So you created form where you input all the data. So input type, I'm writing your input type. Input type equal to text and name equal to name. This name is nothing but which name? Product name. And table row and table data. And there is a product quantity. There is a product quantity. So input type, I think this is price. We'll take a price. Then input type equal to text and name equal to price. Name equal to price. And then table row and table column. What is the name of this product quantity and table data? Sorry. Okay. Now you have to define input type. So input type equal to text and name equal to what? Quantity. What is the name is given? Quantity. And next is table row and table column. Input type equal to what? Submit. Input type equal to submit and value equal to what? Add product. So there is add and table column. Okay, input type equal to clear reset. Input type equal to reset. Okay, and value is what now? Clear. So this is my form. Okay, so this is which form? Which form? Add template form. This is which form? Add template dot html. So come to this application. So there is an application dot route. Okay. So you have to display which template, which template? Add template. So what is the URL? Add template. So there is a add template as a name of the view and response equal to render template, add a template, add a product template dot html and return a response. Okay, return the response. Now see here, render template. Which template you are rendering? Add a product template dot html and you are returning that response. You are returning that response by saying return response. Okay, return response. And what is the name of this is render template. Render template. Render template. And which template are you rendering? Add product template dot html. Then return the response. Okay. Then next is you have to link here in index.html. If I click on this, if I click on this, add a product. If I click on this add product, you have to send a request. You have to send a request to which view? You have to send a request to which view? Add a template. You have to send a request to which view? Add a template. Okay, right? So this is what I've done. Now, so refresh this. I click on add product. Now you can see this is add product. Getting or not? This is add product. But now come to back here. We have done some mistake here. What is the mistake is submit. What is the name of the type is submit. And here table border define and define what here width. Okay, right? Now refresh this, add product. Now you can see here you can input the product ID and you can input the product name and you can input the product price. You can input the product quantity. And after giving this, you click on which button? Add. Okay, you click on which button? Add. Once you click on add button, I should display again which template? Index template. I should display again which template? Index template. Okay, with a message called product is added. If I click on add, then it should add it. Now I should add it by sending all the details. I should add it by sending all the details. Okay, na? Right. This up to this you understood? Bolo here. Okay. So nothing we developed, we just created a what? Template. So once you click on the submit button, once you click on the submit button, once you click on submit button, okay. So these details should be sent to the view and view should read all these details and should insert into what? Model, right? Let me develop, but where is a now table row? You can use colors, table primary. If you want some colors like that, okay, now, okay, row where here you can define which one class table primary. Oh, gonna close this. I can refresh. See how to apply this because this is a predefined template. It's not a user defined template. As a predefined template. It's not a user defined template here. Okay, I'm just using the CSS. So no problem. We just take like this. Okay, now, right. If you want, you can take some code here. Now you already have this here. This is a predefined table stripped. Table dark table stripped. Suppose if I'm writing like this, okay, table class is this, then you'll try to get like this, table bordered like that. These are predefined. Okay, these are predefined. Now, if I take like this, so these are predefined. You don't require to define your own. Oh, border also you have to define. Not styling, not put more on styling here. See, this is predefined CSS. It is not user defined CSS. Okay, right? So it is like this. So this is called dark. Okay. Now you can have different, like it's taken this one, right? Okay, table dark, active like this. You can have a different background colors you can define. Okay. You can customize all these things, but this is by using a predefined. Okay, you try to input the product details by giving product ID and all the things and click on which button? Add button. So once you click on the add button, then all these details send it to one view. Okay, right? So form, what is this here? Action. Form action. Okay, so once you click on this, then it should send a request to one view, and that view function should receive all these details and store into what? Table. So form action, you have to give method. Method equal to which method? Post method. Post is a method used for what? Inserting data, inserting, updating. Okay, where when you use a post method is where server is trying to do some changes. Where server is doing some changes, then you'll try to use which method? Post method. Where server is trying to do changes, then you are using which method? Post method. So method equal to what here? Post. Now you are submitting this to one view. You are submitting this to one view. What is the name of the view is? Okay, I'm trying to write one view called add product. What is the name of that is? Add product. Name of this is add product application dot route. What is the name of this is? Add add which one? Product. Add product is a URL. What is the public URL is? Add product. And this view should read the data and it should insert into what? Model. I should read this data and insert into models. For that, okay, for that I should write some code here or not? Yes. Okay. What is the request method is? Post. What is the request method is? Post. If the request method is a post, where the data is stored in? Alright, tell me, if the request method is a post, where the data is stored in? Tell me. If the request method is a post, where the data is stored in? Array, tell me, where the data is stored in? If the request method is a post, where the data is stored in? Uh, Form. Where it is stored in? Form. Request object dot form. Request object dot args. Args is get method as a query string. Okay. If the request method is a post, where the data is stored in form. Request object is having form. Request object is having form, right? So add product. Here I'll say if request dot method, if the request dot method double equal to what here? Post. If the request method is a post, what do you need to do? Or if the request method is a post, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? You have to read the data from which object? Request object, request dot. Tell me what is that? Form. What is that? ID. What you are reading? ID. You are reading the ID. Then next name. Request dot form. What you are reading? Name. Then next one is price. Price. Request dot form. What is the name of the parameter? See here, what is the name of the parameter? Price. What is the name of the parameter? Quantity. Read it. Read all these details. Then next one is what? Quantity. Here I am saying request dot. What is the name? Form. Dot. What is this? Quantity. You read all the details from form. Okay, then these details you have to insert into what? Model, table. How you insert the data into a model? By creating which instance? Or by creating which instance? Model instance. I'm writing your product. Product equal to product. Product equal to product. Define. What do you define? ID equal to ID. Uh, Column name. Name equal to what? Name. And price equal to price. Then quantity equal to what? Quantity. Yes or no? Then db dot session dot what is this? Add you are adding this product within the session. From session you should add into what? Database table. Db dot session dot what is the method is commit. So this is nothing but saving changes. Saving what? Changes. Then after this what I have to do? After adding the product, what I have to do? I have to redirect to which template? Or I have to redirect to one more template. Which template? Index template. I have to redirect to which one? Index. Index is there, no? This is which template? Index template. Or, okay, what will I do is, after adding the products, I want to list all the products. After adding, I want to redirect to which template? List products. I want to redirect to which template? List product template. Okay, na? I want to redirect to list product template. Okay. So here I'll say response equal to redirect. What is the name of the function I'm using? Redirect. You are redirecting to whom? Or you are redirecting to whom? View. You are redirecting to view. Now you should define URL for the view. You have to read URL for the view. So I cannot define the directly. I can define the URL. You need to tell, this is a URL for this particular view. So for that, you are using one function here. What is the name of the function? URL for. URL for. URL for. This is a URL for. This is a URL for which view? You have to define. This is a URL for which view? Assume that there is one view called product list. There is one view called product list and return. What do you return? Response. Understood? Right? So what will I do is I'll try to use, I don't write a separate template here. Now I write only one view function to handle both. How many methods? Post method as well as which method? Get method. If the request method is a get, it should display the template. Which template? Add a template. If the request method is a post, then it should display what? Or it should read the data and insert into model. Okay. Now here I am not writing a separate view. I am not writing a separate view. Here only I am doing everything. See here. What I said here, response equal to render template, add product template dot HTML. So when this is executed, when if the request method is what? Post. But if the request method is get, what will happen? It will get which one? Template. It will get the template. Now I don't require to write this, or I don't require to write this view. I don't require to write this view. This view is handling how many request methods? Two. One is getting form and one more is reading the form. One is getting form and one more is reading form and inserting into model. Reading the form and inserting into model. Go to index.html, change this name. What is my template name now? What is the name of the template now? Add product. Okay. In index.html, now this is not add template. This is what now? Add product. It's not add template. It is what? Add a product. So run the application somewhere a method. Sorry. A request method. Method or methods. Methods. Sorry. Request dot method equal to post. Do this. So run the server. Okay, fine. So refresh this. Just give the slash here. Okay, now if I click on add product, the request is sent to the view. Which view it is sent to? Add product. But what is the request method? Get or post? Get. Clicking the link is nothing but which request? Get request. In that case, will it execute if block? No, it doesn't execute if block. Then directly it will render which one? Add product template dot HTML and generate a response. Generate a response. Now you are trying to input the details. Okay, now all these details you input. Yes or no? After giving all these details, click on which button? Add. But once I click on add, what will happen? All these details are read and redirect to which list? Product list. It is redirect to which list? Product list. Getting or not? It is redirecting to one list. What is the name of that product list? Is it there or not there? Not there. Sir, no, it is not there. It is not there. If I say, if I click on the button called which one? Add. But it gives error because this view is not there. This view is not there. But request is sent to which view? Or a request is sent to which view? Add a product. Now see, is it this is added or not? db.session. Now one product is added or not? Yes. Understood? Right? But we need to write one list now. Which list? Product list. Okay. Now this is a product list. So definition. What is the name of this? Product list. Up to this clear? Or bolo here. Uh, so in add product template, are you given any view name here? Are you given view name or not given? Not given. Why? Because you are sending a request to the same view. You are sending the request to what? Same view. Okay. Get and post both are handled by the same. You get. Okay. Then your URL will be the same. Here, if you see your URL is the same. For get and post, your URL is what? Same. Okay, you get it. Now this is a form. You enter the details. Click on add. It is sending a request to which view again? Add product. But are you given any URL here? No, you are not given any URL. Okay, so it will try to send to the same view. Get the product details, get the product list. So you have to get the product list. How can you get the product list? You have to read all the products. Now, what is your model name is product. Now here I'm writing a